Well, the Green Party has just dropped its platform a day ahead of the leaders' debates, and it is long. We've just got it today. It features promises to boost greenhouse gas emission reduction targets, cancel all new pipelines and oil exploration, have all Canadian electricity come from renewable resources by 2030. They have other promises. They want to introduce national and universal pharmacare, national universal dental care. They want to abolish all post-secondary tuition. And they also want to institute to keep the social programs of the pandemic and transform those support programs into a guaranteed livable income. How much does it cost? We don't know, because how will they make things like the guaranteed livable income or abolishing post-secondary education a reality? Joining me now is Green Party candidate, Saanich Gulf Islands candidate, Elizabeth May. Welcome, Ms. May. We did ask for the Green Party leader. She is celebrating the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah, as many people are, so Happy New Year to you. Ms. May, a guaranteed livable income, abolishing post-secondary tuition. Give us a sense of how much this would cost, because there's no costing in your platform.
There is more information to come, of course, Evan, and I do want to stop and say to you, Shana Tova, to everybody in the Jewish community. I think it's a shame that this campaign falls on top of Rosh Hashanah, then Yom Kippur and Sukkot, and the leaders' debate takes place in this time frame. And so to my leader, Annamie Paul, of course, she's observant, and I think it's disturbing that so much is occurring when she can't participate and also be faithful. And I support her decisions on this. The budget will come later, but clearly the platform does set out where we find the money. As in last 2019's platform, we bring in a wealth tax. That brings in substantial resources to cover the costs of pharmacare, which will eventually save Canadians money. These are programs that actually create a healthier society. Better, finishing the social safety net that was started in the 1960s is really important. It's important to ensure that our young people, everybody, can afford to get their post-secondary education. These things save money in the long run. And we would also bring in, this is the first time our platform has called for the financial transaction tax, what was generally called the Tobin tax. So a really strong platform with new sources of revenue, and it does cover costs. I mean, obviously canceling fossil fuel subsidies saves us money. Stopping the construction of the Trans Mountain Pipeline will save us billions of dollars while we stop pouring more fuel on the fire of a climate emergency.
Okay, but it's one thing for you to tell us that a Tobin tax, and just so people know, that's a 0.5% transaction on every financial transaction. It goes back to the Paul Martin days. I think you and I were around to kind of debate that. And some places like France have started to do things like that. But, this is the first time we've seen included not just a national pharmacare, dental care, but a guaranteed livable income. And also canceling all post-secondary debt. So again, no cost on that. Just why wouldn't the Green Party say, this is what that would cost, and this is what our new taxes would bring in? You've been in politics for a long time. Pretty basic when you're trying to sell a plan to people to assess in the last 2 weeks of a campaign, why not give the numbers?
We will, I'm sure. I leave that to my leader, Annamie Paul, the finance critics, and others within the shadow cabinet. But what we have done is pointed to those places with substantial new revenue opportunities. We included guaranteed livable income in the 2019 platform, recognizing, as we do today, that takes a process, particularly negotiating with the provinces to make sure, because most of the savings are going to be with the provinces as they're able to reduce spending on Band-Aid programs that don't end poverty but tend to perpetuate it. There's a process there. The costing for it has been done by the Parliamentary Budget Office that found in the last session of Parliament that it would have been more cost effective than the CERB. We have a lot more data than we used to have, and we have a lot more public support and buy-in that we can't go back to what we called normal, when normal involves such huge gaps between the rich and the poor in this country. And frankly, the climate emergency is so central. And here in British Columbia, where there's still fires, the platform starts by pointing out that when the writ dropped, that we just had this heat dome not that long before. The experience is so personal and immediate for people in British Columbia, that saving the money we will save by avoiding a climate catastrophe is money we can't afford not to spend, just as we spent
I know.
$80 billion at the beginning of COVID by unanimous consent of every member of Parliament.
I know you got a minute to go, but you did mention BC, and you've highly touted the BC Green Party leader, Andrew Weaver, who is a scientist, a climate scientist.
And
I know
a federal
you
liberal.
lauded him when he was...
Yeah, Andrew's been a federal liberal
let me just finish it. Hang on. He has endorsed the federal liberal climate plan, not the green plan. I mean, what does that tell you?
Liberal.
That he said that
Andrew
the best...
and I have been friends forever, and he's always said he was a federal liberal. And Sonia Furstenau, leader of the BC Green Party, is an effective, compelling, and charismatic and reliable leader. Andrew has been a federal liberal for a long time, and the federal liberal climate plan has the wrong target, one that would be described by Bill McGibbon, would say this is a plan from the Liberals for losing more slowly, but lose we will. And we do not have time for incrementalism anymore.
Okay, but interesting though. I don't know what his politics are federally, but I know he endorsed that plan. Elizabeth May, I wish you.
He also endorsed John Horgan in the last provincial campaign. So I'm agreeing.
And he got the Greens in government.
Yeah.
He did. I mean, you know that. You've been around. Okay, Elizabeth May, good luck in your campaign, and thank you. Always a pleasure to have you on the program, and I hope you and your family are well.
It's nice to see you again. I'm on this kind of, your viewers are going to wonder what's wrong with me. I have this strange camera I'm not used to, so I'm back and forth. But I'm looking straight ahead at you, Evan. Lots of good wishes for the rest of the campaign.